Hello ladies and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a get ready with me chit chat, more casual video. I miss you ladies so much and this form of content. I think we're gonna bring more of this back because I do love the more informative, edited, high value content because it's just to the point. But I also crave that just intuitive, what's going on in my mind and I'm just flowing. I just feel like it's super authentic and I also love watching videos like that on YouTube of different creators and different coaches as well. So I want to do more of these as well. And I've also posted on Instagram questions as well for you ladies to ask me. So if you're not following me on Instagram, hop on Instagram and I put up when this video comes out, I'm going to post this video right after, but I'm going to post on Instagram stories questions you would like me to answer in my next Get Ready With Me chit chat video. I definitely want to do more of these. I feel like on this channel you see one layer, one speck of the whole of Brenda, but the videos that I love to watch as well are super funny. I watch prank ones. I love Ryan Trahan. Does anyone here, if you are following Ryan Trahan, please let me know down below. I am such a big YouTuber. That's why I switched from Instagram for YouTube to be my main platform. And I didn't realize this. I don't know why. I just had a block that Instagram was I don't know. I was just more, I guess, aligned with Instagram at the time. But then now I'm YouTube. I've been on YouTube my whole life. I've never stopped watching YouTube. And finally, here I am. And I'm also wanting to start vlog videos. When I go on my solo dates, when I'm going out, I would love to take you ladies along, get ready with me and get all dolled up and where I go, trying new cafes, blah, 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 traveling. And I'm I think I'll just post it on this channel. But then a part of me is should I post it on a different channel that's all lifestyle? So I'm just let me know what you think. But I'm thinking just keep it all the same channel because there's so many different sides of me that I just want to express myself in different ways. Not just I love giving the business, the money mindset, the dating content, but I just love to just sit here and riff and go in between all of them and lifestyle and travel and whatever thing that I feel called to talk about. So, okay, makeup. Oh my gosh, guys, have you guys tried the Huda Beauty? Is this in what? Banana something. Banana blah, blah, blah. Banana bread. The Huda Beauty banana bread powder, I use a speckle of it and there's so much left. This has to be one of my all-time, my favorite powder to mattify my face. It is so good. I don't know what I've been doing before seeing this, but there was a point a couple months back where I was just upgrading my makeup. I was we're upgrading everything. We're upgrading our income, our sales. We're upgrading our business. Everything is, every pill of my life is upgrading. So I just walked in and I went up to one of the ladies. I'm can you just help me find makeup for my full face? I want a new foundation. I want new eyeshadow. I want new everything. Lipstick, lip gloss, blah, blah. And then so pretty much I walked out spending a couple $100 on all the stuff that she recommended. And some of it, I'll try it. She actually did put the makeup on me. I'm that looks good. But I think in the moment, I was just too much in the impulsive energy. And I didn't really think about, is this me? So some of it, I realized after buying all the nice stuff, because I usually stick to, only a select few products and I'll just stick for it forever because it just works. I'm not someone who needs 10 jillion amounts of makeup, But that can change. Because I am stepping more into my beauty, into my like personal style era right now. And if you've been following me for a while, you would have seen the glow up of like how I dress, how I look, how I show up online. But I do realize like I don't really like the cream contour and cream blushes. I prefer powder. It's just easier to blend, because if I have like acne scarring, like one here, like if I put the cream contour on it and then after foundation, right, it moves and I don't want it to move. So I prefer putting the foundation on, then like pat on like where's the brush? With this brush, the contour, the bronzer, the blush, and it's just a lot easier to blend and it doesn't move the foundation. So there's that. And also, if you guys have seen the trailer to the Summer I Turned Pretty, oh my goodness, season 3 is coming out in a month. In less than a month. In like 3 weeks or so. Where's my foundation? So I'm excited. Anyone who's watching The Summer I Turned Pretty, are you team Jeremiah? Are you team Conrad? So knowing like, because I'm so like, well, from my views of dating, you always want to pick the consistent man. You don't want to give him 10 jillion chances, right? It's hard because I do know the feeling of like people can change, and it just might be like you're meant to be with that someone and you're meant to go through multiple like I guess like different timelines where you come together but it's not right and you have to work on yourself, and then you go work on yourself and you come back together and it may not be right and you go work on yourself, and then because I've heard stories of people like breaking up 2 or 3 times and then they both completely change their identity and do the inner work, and then they finally just work out in the end. But at the same time I'm like, but why do you, I think it's all about choice. If you are someone I'm like full on analyzing The Summer I Turned Pretty. Like if you decide like it's worth like, okay, that you want to give someone more chances, then that's your choice. And it may not work out. But I personally think, why do you need to have so many chances for someone, right? Why can't it just work out the first time where you're both here? Like, no one's ever completely like healed. We're always ever growing. But having both of you just in the right time in your life, ready, you're both like emotionally available, and you're just like, and it just fits perfectly. There's no confusion. There's no back and forth. One person isn't like have abandonment issues. One person isn't like not ready. One person doesn't have whatever issues going on with them that could affect or sabotage the relationship, right? So I think it's just a matter of choice. If you decide like, I get to be someone's first and they're forever, like I do realize like through my own experience too, like I was normalizing 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th chances, right? And I just told myself like, that's it. Like I'm not someone who does give 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th chances, right? It's from the very beginning, because they've done the work. You're both in the right time in your life, and you're just both ready to send it. And guys, I have been following Ryan Trahan. He's going to 50 different Airbnbs in 50 different states across America, and it is just so entertaining. It's so cool to see all the different Airbnbs that he's going to and that they exist. I'm like, I need to go to all of these. If you've seen his Penny series, he's freaking iconic. Let me know if any of y'all are watching him too. for people who live in Australia or Brisbane, he posts at 1 a.m. every single night. Sometimes I stay up for it because it's so good and so entertaining. And it's just so fun every time him and Haley says, "The Wheel of Doom." And you'll get what I mean if you watch the series. Like, what the heck are you doing? What are you saying? But it's just freaking hilarious. And guys, I've been doing some serious leveling up the past couple weeks. And if you saw my previous video of how I quadrupled 4x'd my income, right? Because I full on decided and claimed like 8 figures is it for me, right? I'm so excited for the Millionaire Girls Retreat in 2028 in Melbourne, Australia. To tell you ladies, that literally shook me to the core, in the sense of I am 5% of me is terrified, because I'm this is my first retreat, holy mother of shit. But 95% of me is so convicted and so confident. It's not rocket science to plan a retreat. You plan what you want to do. You guys have seen on the website, the itinerary. I came up with all of that. And when I think about it, I'm okay, I'm just going to hire a retreat planner. I'm just going to hire an event planner. I'm just going to hire an assistant to pretty much take care of all of that, right? I already know what I'm doing and what I want to do. I'm going to have someone else organize all of it and then come to me to confirm, check, blah, 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 it all. So another thing, ladies, if you want to upgrade your life, upgrade your identity, upgrade your business to the next, not even just to the next level, times 10, times 100, times 1,000, right? You have to step into the version of yourself and make decisions on where you want to be. And I see myself as an 8-figure entrepreneur, and I see myself as an 8-figure entrepreneur holding so many fun, bougie retreats around the world, all about luxury, wealth, experiences for women that you may be you wouldn't be able to experience it by yourself, or even scared to experience by yourself, or can't afford yet to experience by yourself, but you can with a group of an intimate group of women that you'll become lifetime best friends with. And that is literally the vibe I'm going with this retreat, this immersion. I flip-flopping between retreat and immersion because it's both. And again, a small percentage of me is holy shit, obviously it's $8,888, so that's a lot of money for a lot of people. But of course we're going on a super yacht, of course we're going on a Hummer. It's next level luxury, and 5-star service is exactly the vibe I wanted it to be. And I want, when women invest in this, it's a part of it, they are scared, in the sense of, holy shit, this is a big investment, but it's going to be the biggest quantum leap in their life. The many times that I spent multiple 5 figures on different coaches for private coaching, mastermind, any coaching, mentorship container, I literally grew so fast. And I normalized I spent 16 grand, 25 grand on a coach, and my aim for this is for someone to okay, they feel the fear, but they gonna trust themselves and gonna do it anyways, and they're going to invest in where they want to be. And because it's literally it's so different in person than when you are doing it online, right? You are literally gonna be standing on you're gonna literally be in a Hummer Stretch limo, a luxury limo, right? You're literally gonna be in 5-star venues with 5-star first class service. You lady, I am a huge, I am both. I'm type A, but I can be so flowy at the same time. But I love planning shit. I love planning experiences. I'm also going to be opening up a luxury spa wellness center one day as well. That's part of my huge umbrella of things I want to do in my life, because I feel there's not enough luxury spas, especially in Brisbane, Melbourne, that is bougie. Like you walk in, you get a glass of like a nice cold pressed juice, mocktail, cocktail, whatever it is. But like, I have not seen where it's like super bougie, but that's like like the normal person can do that. I want to create experiences for that. So anyways, just know the women who are coming, the woman who's going to also buy the ticket soon, now, today, that is going to be the most luxurious experience of your life. Like, I'm the most luxe bougie person that I know a lot of people, but I feel like I have very expensive taste and high expectations. I don't know, just how I grew up watching certain things. I watched a lot of like reality, a lot of like Beverly Hills stuff, a lot of growing up I loved to daydream, and I just knew I was going to be a multi-millionaire, like for certain. So a huge part of me, a small part knew, holy shit, it's my first retreat immersion, but another part of me is I got it in the bag. It's been a long time since I've talked in front of it's gonna be a small, I would say small, medium-ish, intimate group of women coming on this retreat. But it's been a long time since I've talked in front of since university I did oral speeches and presentations. But a huge part of me was I'm going to ace it. I'm literally gonna blow my own mind. The way I talk, the energy I bring, the how I'm literally going to change people's lives, consciousness in person across those 3 days. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cry when I talk on stage, because I'm even getting emotional, all this gratitude, holy shit, I created this. I can already see it so clearly. I've visualized this so much of where we're gonna have high tea, and I'm just oh, Ritz-Carlton. I've been to the Ritz-Carlton, and I've had high tea there, so that's one of the places that we may end up going as well. But I want to share this with you ladies in real time, to know that at every single level, even at my level and the beginning stages and the 100 levels down the line, women are still coaches, entrepreneurs. At every single level are still feeling the fear. The fear never goes away, but it's a different level of fear, right? We still feel the fear, but we always invest and make decisions and stay convicted on who we want to be and our identity. It's building a muscle. Every single day you show up oh yeah, I'm someone who trains 5-6 times a week. And the more and more times you go, the more you cement that identity and it becomes normal, right? So I just knew 8 figures. I just knew that retreats, immersions was going to become part of, it's going to be so normal, and talking in front of even hundreds of people are going to be so normal. And I want to tell you this, ladies, because growing up, I used to throw up and get so sick and doing presentations and public speaking. But even back at university, I remember my first year of university. If you guys don't know my story, grade 12 was when I did homeschooling, because I had such bad social anxiety that I told my mom to take me to the general my GP and tell her, can she write a letter? I'm thirsty. This is so it's funny. This is such a random. I'm thirsty, gotta drink water. Do you take me to the GP to write a letter to my principal, to my teachers, that I need to do homeschooling for grade 12. So I did homeschooling because I had that bad social anxiety. I shared this in my bullying, racism, anxiety video, that I had such a bad anxiety that I would literally won't be able to breathe. I had breathing problems because I felt so anxious, people looking at me, what do they think about me, blah, blah, blah. And then so I made a promise to myself that I would do something that terrified me every single day of uni. And so I went to uni, Griffith University in Gold Coast, And because no one I knew from my school, I think besides like one person, but we weren't that close, so it's like whatever, that I barely knew. No one from my high school up in Brisbane went to the Gold Coast University. So I was like, I could be whoever I freaking want to be. No one freaking knows me. And I literally like, whole new person. Every single day I did something that terrified me. I would raise my hand to volunteer to go do my presentation first. I'd speak with more confidence. Like, I was so friendly. I was talking to everyone. I would introduce myself because I would see someone waiting for class. I'd be like, this is it, Brenda. You're gonna go up to them. We're gonna say hi. You're gonna introduce yourself. You're gonna like start a conversation, initiate a conversation. Oh, you're a bit scared on the train. You're gonna look behind you and say hello to whoever's sitting behind you and make friends. On the bus, right? And I was just like making friends like 20, like every single day at university. And then I remember this one time, this girl, her name was Lily. She came up to me and she's like, you are the most like friendly, like happy, positive, charismatic person I've ever met ever in my life. And that had never been my identity. I was always like the shy girl, like the quiet girl. I completely changed my identity because I decided that I was going to be a different person, right? I could see myself like, this isn't me. I'm like not just going to put my head down and not speak and be quiet. I could feel my future self, like the fire like of her, like driving up inside of me, like waiting to be unleashed to the world. So that happened first year of university, and then it like snowballed, and then it created Brenda, who started who did personal training, who started her own business, blah blah, that built these 364 online businesses, that traveled the world solo, started posting videos on YouTube, blah blah blah. So I want you ladies, if you currently now are a coach, or in the beginning stages of becoming a coach, selling your services, your offers online, and there is something that terrifies you, just do it. Like, if you know inherently that is the identity of your future self, like I know, like holding retreats, immersions, showing up more online, authentically myself, is in line with my 8-figure self. You gotta do it because it's gonna 10x your life. It's gonna speed everything. It's gonna collapse timelines. That's literally what I talk about. Like, you have to think, speak, act, make decisions. Your posture, your energy, your mindset, every move, everything you gotta do is gotta be lined up to your future self. And that's how you close the gap. And that is how I 4x'd my income from May to June. Wait, no, April to May. April to May. So, like, I've never been so convicted in my whole life. And if you were closely following me and watching everything that I'm posting, everything that I'm selling, like, you would have seen I literally dropped a bunch of courses. I dropped Get Paid to Exist, Rich Girl, Modern Aphrodite, Exit the Matrix, Private Coaching Containers, blah, blah, like a bunch of offers, because I knew my 8-figure self, these are the things that I'd be talking about and teaching on. And there are like pillars of my life that I experiences that I went through in my life, that I leveled up in, that I know that I can help immensely millions and thousands of people around the world. And this is what I want to talk about. And these are the things that I'm obsessed with. And I want these to be branches of my brand. And that is literally how I 4x my income. I had women hopping into Get Paid to Exist and then the Modern Aphrodite. Women hopping into courses that weren't even gonna launch in 8 months, right? And then I launched my retreat as well. And that is 3 years later or whatever not. So when you think about like who you want to be, how much money you want to earn, where you want to be, like I'm living in Brisbane right now, but I know next year I'm going to be in Melbourne. So my retreat, my immersion is going to be in Melbourne. That is literally why I decided to have and plan it in Melbourne. Like I'm already preconditioning. It's like not even just preconditioning. Like I'm acting in congruency of what's happening with full belief, full conviction. And then the income, the sales, the clients will flood in to match with that identity. So dream bigger, ladies. And another thing I want to talk about is income too. This is turning like less into I'm like full on locked in and flowing now. Every single time I talk about money, business, and everything, I'll like go on a riff. Like I'm just like locked in. But what was I doing? Okay, I'll finish this and I'll finish my makeup. But I have heard from coaches and different people, like, you should like have like, you know, SMART goals, like, and like go in increments. Never have I exploded and made more money than I know what to do with by going in increments, right? Like another example, when I first started my business coaching business, right, and started teaching people on how to start their online businesses, my first offer was $4,000 USD, and I sold that within 2 weeks. And then my next one was $15,000. Then I sold out with less than 300 followers in less than 300 followers in less than 3 months. And so what I'm trying to say is, do not go in increments. Like if you, like for me, like I knew like 7 figures for anyone is like, holy shit, like that's a lot of money, right? To make 7 figures a year. But I knew deep down that the life I wanted needed an 8-figure like annual salary. So 10 million plus, but I'm going by 1 million per month, so it'll be 12 million plus. Because I knew like I wanted to pay a lot of things in cash straight up. Like cash to me is sexy. I know a lot of people like to leverage debt. I think cash is sexy. Paying in full is sexy. Having cash on hand, but having investments, right, and still, leveraging debt for different things and investments is sexy. But I just think, for me, like the life that I want to lead, I know, like 7 figures is a lot, but when you're in the realm of wealth, when homes are like 10 million, 20 million, and if I want to charter super yachts, right, that like I would have to be making multiple millions a year. So that is why, like, I was like, I'm not gonna go in, let's go to 100K, let's go to 200K months, let's go to 300K months. I'm like $1 million months. And oh, is it still recording? My freaking computer just died. You know when it like goes to sleep mode? Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I hope it's just recording. But what I like to teach is to, where you are right now, if you can see your dream self, where you want to live, the house or apartment that you want to live in, your luxuries, your conveniences, and really think about how much do they cost and how much do I need to earn for that life, and just literally jump to it. Jump to the identity that you deep down intuitively feel that this is how I need to think, this is how I need to act, and then create your product suite and offers to match that amount. For example, I want 8 figures, right? So my offers, I increase their prices. There are 4 and 5 figures for all my offers. If you go look at the investments of all of them, they represent obviously my value and the transformation that I can get for you, but they also represent, like, if I'm selling $22 products, like I would need to sell a lot of them to make $1 million months, right? But if you're selling things for $5,000, for $10,000, $15,000, like you'd only need a handful, right? Like, I don't know, 100, 200, 300 of different 4-5 figure offers, maybe some mid tickets to reach $1 million. And I don't want to get stuck with the how, because it could come through in many multiple ways, right? A family member can win the jackpot or whatever. But like even just logically thinking about it helps at times, because you can start seeing, okay, I need 200 clients of this 3,000 or 4,000 or 5,000 offer to make this amount. So if you have $1 million per month, that's 33K days. So then I would like move the pieces. Okay, what about like 10 people bought this offer, blah, this person bought. Obviously, you never know how it's going to come in. You never know how it's going to come in. And a lot of times it surprises me where these freaking clients come from that invest in me, right? But I just wake up to thousands of dollars and I'm like, this is great. But it's helpful to know, like, to break it down. So $12 million years is $1 million per month, which is 33K per day, which is how many of what many offers, and you can just play around, and that could be a manifestation technique. I got 10 people who signed up for this, got 5 people for this, I got 2 people for private coaching, blah, blah. By the way, guys, one of the samples of my candle came in the Luxe Life Unlocked, normalizing 5-figure days and first class everything. And if you don't know, I'm someone who loves more fresh linen, sea, forest, very fresh smelling scents. So this is the sea minerals. If you want to grab one of these candles, link is down below. But it was so much fun coming up with all the different phrases and sayings for these candles. Like, I want, like, my vision for my brand is just to like feel like super feminine, super luxurious, super first class. Like, I'm so like I just love luxury experiences, and I just love first class, like the best service. Like, it just makes you feel so good, so taken care of. And so I wanted my candles to feel that way. Like, when I thought of like what product should I start with, I immediately went to candles, because the smell of it, how it makes you feel, the experience of it, how you can just melt. And then you can read the different sayings on the candles. So normalizing 5-figure days and first class everything. When you are burning it, you're just like, you've stepped into that identity. Like, you smell like her, like you look like her, you talk like her, you everything like her. I'm like so locked in on my vision and the life I want to create for myself. But at the same time, like, I am so prioritizing like friendships and doing fun things, seeing different things, because I know that wealth, there's many different meanings of wealth. And I know money does not replace friendships and relationships. So at the same, like, I tell you ladies, and if you want to get paid to exist, we literally go through all of this of why it's important to fill your cup in many different ways, including seeing your friends, including doing fun things, including things that light you up. Because if you are not feeling amazing, like through many different other ways of richness and wealth, like you feel rich in friendships, rich in like laughter and having fun and seeing different things, there is no point of like full on working on your business, because then you're going to have all this money, but you're not going to have any friends, right? And yes, money does solve a lot of problems in the world. I do agree with that. But I don't personally think you should be like being miserable along the way is not the way to go. And that is not going to help your feminine energy. It's not going to help with like the content that you create, because you're just not going to be as magnetic as you potentially could be. And magnetism and your energy and your frequency and the identity that you emit and you broadcast is going to be what attracts the aligned clients, is going to be the thing that attracts your dream life in the easiest and the most fun way. I mean, there's many ways to like get there, but like, why would you, I mean, you can get that however way you want to get there, but I personally want to get there in a way where I'm myself, I'm grounded, I am having fun, I have a lot of friends that I love spending time with, that get me, that I connect with. Okay. For some reason, it's very hard to talk while I do my eyebrows. Oh my God, ladies. One of the best things you'll ever do is get a semi-tattoo eyebrow thing. Get your get your eyebrows semi-tattooed on. I got this done like freaking like 6 years ago, and it's still on here. Ooh, and you just gotta like fill it in, you know? So right now, I am just building a solid foundation for my business and launching, you know, we just launched Get Paid to Exist. That's doing amazing. The women that have hopped in it, oh my God, I'm already making plans to see them in person. And then Rich Girl is launching in, I think, 2 months or so. And then we have the Modern Aphrodite. And then Exit the Matrix next year. And because I've moved around so much the last freaking 5 years. Like last year, I moved 5 times. So I'm going to stay where I am. Stay put for the next year. Then I'm going to move to Melbourne. Whether I buy my dream luxury apartment or I rent it, I don't know yet, because a part of me feels like I am meant to live in America. Like, even just the way I talk, guys. Like, I can just imagine, like, when I move to America, I can imagine myself living in LA just because there's so many YouTubers there. And I want to be around people doing what I'm doing. And I feel like just the culture there is just so, like, people are just like doing what they love, being out there, being themselves. Like, a lot of people, when I tell them that I want to move to America, they're like, why would you do that? Like, the government's so bad, blah, 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 Trump this, Trump that. Just like a whole bunch of different things. But even when I moved to Melbourne, you guys, it was literally peak COVID. 5-6 lockdowns in COVID, during COVID in Melbourne, the most lockdowns in the world. And I decided to move there. And I just knew in my whole being that that's where I needed to be. And I, like, no regrets. Like, that was one of the best decisions of my life. Like, that's exactly how I feel about America, where, like, I didn't look at what was wrong with the world. I didn't like, oh my God, like, most lockdown, like, city. But I knew that I just know I don't watch the news at all, because they always like dramatize and like make things more scary than they seem. Like, they were full on broadcasting like how like crazy Melbourne was with the 6 lockdowns. People are miserable, like instilling so much fear. And then guess what? When I moved there, everyone was just like, oh, just another lockdown. Everyone just went along with their day. Like, all the scary shit you see on TV, like, is 0.0001%. Like, again, like every time I talk to like Australian, blah, blah, about America, they're like, why would you move there? There's so many shootings. I'm like, why do people think about that? Like, there's so many positives of America and what they what they have brought to the world, the culture to the world, the food, the movies, like the entertainment. Like 99.99% of the world are watching entertainment, like influences, actors, actresses, creations, products, using products, everything that was made in America. So I just wish more people would like, by the way, guys, I used to live in America. I used to live in LA as well. That's why I have this, like, when I don't like fall for propaganda. I don't fall for the news with a lot of things. Like, usually when I tell people I want to move somewhere, they'll tell me all the worst bad stuff about it because they've seen it on TV, blah, blah, blah. Like, because I've, like, lived in all the areas people have told me bad things about. Like, I just know, just from living and, like, moving to places that people told me not to move to, and it ended up amazing. I'm just like, I'm never listening to any of y'all. I'll make my own decision. And through my own intuition, I just know everything just works out. And because I believe, because I admit positivity and I admit the best case scenario, I admit, like, I'm already envisioning, like, my dream life, best case scenario, how I'll experience, blah, blah, blah. It just turns out that way all the time. So anything, so when you hear, oh my god, I'm so sorry. You're just gonna have to deal with me talking like this. Like, I don't know who can talk properly and do their freaking eyelashes. But if you have anyone that tells you something like negative about something that you want to do, just trust your gut, man. Just trust your gut and ignore the news. Ignore the news. Okay. Eyelash is done! So like I told you ladies, I do not like the cream contour that I bought and the cream blush. So I'm back to using this eyeshadow palette. It's a freaking eyeshadow palette. But I literally take these browns right here. You can tell because they're almost empty. And I use it to contour. It's like a contour and a bronzer at the freaking same time. By the way, guys, I still have not found a better foundation than the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. It's the matte poreless one, the wears up to 12-hour one. So freaking good. Like, it really is like dewy enough in the sense that it doesn't like dry me out. But at the same time, it's not like oily after a couple hours. Okay, I'm also gonna put on my Huda Beauty banana bread powder. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, girls who want to start their YouTube channel, that is more like a sit down one, you need to get the Insta360 link. Wait, 2C? I don't know what it's called. But it's pretty much like a DSLR webcam. And you just stick it at the very top of your computer. And that is literally how I've been filming my videos after using my iPhone 13 mini for a long time. It's freaking amazing. And it's so convenient. You can take it off, turn it on. You can hold it if you want to. You could probably even take it around. Where did it go? Oh, here. And vlog with it if you wanted to. This is the inside of the Huda Beauty powder. Oh, so bouncy. But I barely even use it. And look at that. Look at it. Look at that. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god, I hate it when I do my mascara and then it goes underneath. Oopsies. So right now, before I move, I'm building a solid foundation with my business. So that is why I'm building out all of my courses. And obviously my goal is to scale to 8 figures. I'm building out all my different like pockets of like pillars of the things that I love to talk about, which is number 1, self-concept. Number 2, like I love quantum manifestation, quantum physics type of like identity shifts and quantum leaping. I love talking about obviously dating, standards, self-worth, princess treatment, feminine embodiment, self-love. I love talking about money. I love talking about business, entrepreneurship. So I'm building out all these pockets and offers that people can hop into without like adding more of like trading time for money. Yes, I have private coaching, but that's going to be like a small percentage of where I'm going to build out my where my customers, where most of my clients will enroll in. And I'm loving this Makeup Forever lip liner. It is in Limitless Brown 608. It is just such a good nudish brown. And the key to earning more without putting more time in it is to have offers where it is pre-recorded. It still has the value. It still has the impact. It's still transforming people's lives, but you're not continuously trading more time with money. And I know many coaches just have private coaching and they may be earning a lot of money, but it will get to a point where your energy is just gonna like go down because there's only so many clients you can work with in a day. Like it could be 4, it could be 5. Like honestly, like even just 2 a day, I'm gonna be tired. Even if they're just 1 hour, 40 minutes, I'm gonna be tired. So I can't imagine some people having 10 per day, back to back to back, like 4 or 5 times when you're just creating another 9 to 5. And obviously there's only so many clients that you can take on because there's only so much time in the day and energy that you have. And as women, we need to replenish our feminine energy. We need to nourish ourselves. That is why my business is based on like courses and programs and memberships, then having private coaching as my main offer. So that is the complete look. I am surprised that plant is still alive. So that is an orchid that one of the guys that I was seeing bought me. Like he bought it for me on the first date, and it's still alive. It's still alive. So if you have a question to ask me, hop onto my Instagram and type in your question inside the question box on my stories, and I will answer it in the next Get Ready With Me Chit Chat Casual video. I hope you ladies enjoyed this one. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.